Hi, hi, hi! First and foremost, happy 2026. I am so excited to get ready today because I will be going to my very first Huda Beauty event in Amsterdam. As you can see, my hair is in flexi rods. So we're gonna do my hair, we're gonna do my makeup. I have my dress. Can you see my dress? Oh, I'm so excited! What I usually do when I do these flexi rods is either put oil in my hair so that I can separate them properly, or just take them out like this. I feel like for now I'm gonna see what it looks like just like this, and then we'll see if I'll add some oil or not. They're pretty loose though. I kind of wanted them to be tighter. I should have wet the hair a bit more. So I was actually thinking of getting a really big necklace, but you'll see it when I put on the dress that there's like a scarf. So then I decided like, okay, I'm not doing a necklace. And now I feel like the scarf might be too much. So I don't know if I made a mistake or not. I saw a video not too long ago. I can't remember if it was a TikTok or if it was a vlog on YouTube, but basically she was saying that when she chooses to do something, she makes sure she at least does it. If she doesn't get to do it and give like 10 out of 10, like how she would want to, she at least makes sure that she does it 6 out of 10 or like a 7 out of 10. And that's kind of how I feel about this dress right now, because I'm not gonna lie, for a second there I thought like, oh no, I made a mistake. Anyways, girl, it's just the anxiety and the nerves talking. Probably also a little bit of imposter syndrome if we're being completely honest. I think I'm gonna put the curls back in when I get on the train and add just a little bit of water so that the curls could be a little tighter, I think. I feel like it could be tighter. Or what do you think? I'm not gonna comb it out too much because we want it to be perfect for later. Ooh, this one is... no, that one is not it. Put on some clips. So that's it for the hair. You know, I really want the curls to be tighter. We have to put them in a bit longer. So we are doing that later. However, let's do our makeup together. My idea for today is to do this gorgeous Kelly Rowland natural beat. Should I do liner? I don't think I'm gonna do liner, but I think I will use like a black. Let's just figure it out while we go, okay? Because I'm like explaining, I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna do Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream as my moisturizer for today. I absolutely love this moisturizer. I saw some videos recently stating that this moisturizer is actually pore clogging, right? If that's the correct word. And I actually don't experience that issue with this at all. I love how thick it is, how moisturizing, and I also love that it doesn't leave like a sticky, oily feeling. Let that dry down a little, and then I'm gonna take the Easy Blur primer from Huda Beauty. I don't use this all the time. I actually feel like if I'm not going anywhere special, I don't really need primer. That's just my opinion. I always do prep my skin, but I don't focus that much on having a primer. But when I go to events or if it's something really special, for example like going to a wedding, then I do put on a primer just for that extra, you know, oil control, because I feel like this definitely makes sure that I'm not as oily, and it also gives a very nice blurring effect, which I like. I just don't think it's necessary for me personally to have a blurring oil control every single time I do my makeup. I am going to use the Huda Beauty what is this? Soft Black Bomb Brows. It's their eyebrow pencil. I love how small this is. It's so tiny. Also, when it comes to special occasions and I want to do a more glam eye look, I really like to do my eyebrows and my eyeshadow first and then focus on complexion. All of my complexion products are now a little too dark for me, which is very unhandy if we're being completely honest. I have been on the hunt already for a new foundation and concealer, but I can't figure out yet which one I want to get. I do want to try different ones because I tend to use the exact same products every single time. I'm going to take a little bit of the Huda Beauty Easy Blur foundation, and this one is in the color Toffee. This seems alright. Yeah, that's alright. So I'm going to use this to clean up my brows. Some people say that you need to use a thick concealer to clean your brows up. I honestly don't think that that's necessary. And for my face personally, especially when it's as natural as possible, I just love using a lightweight concealer. Because to me, it's all just, or concealer foundation, it's really all just about having it clean and not necessarily to have it like layered and packed on, if that makes sense. That's why I like to use a very lightweight concealer or foundation. And then I just blend with a wet beauty blender. I'm gonna start with my bronzer. This one is Hula Caramel Bronzer from Benefit. I have been using this for so long. Also, this thing about expired makeup products, what is your take on it? My take is that if my product is not done, I am going to keep using it. Unless it's actively breaking me out or I'm having actual issues with the product. Also, depending on what kind of product it is, because if it's skincare, I'm definitely not using it anymore. But makeup and powder, girl, if I'm being completely honest, this thing has probably been expired for, I want to say 3-4 years. And I'm not even joking. It's really bad. So I'm just really messily adding that into the crease. It gives a nice warm flush, which I like. And then in my inspo pictures from Kelly Rowland, it very much looks like she has a cut crease. However, I don't want the cut crease vibe on myself. I do love it to be more like soft and like fused into each other. So I'm gonna use the nude eyeshadow palette from Huda Beauty, nude medium to be exact. And because these colors go very well with my dress, I am actually gonna take this one right here as my eyelid shade. I'm just packing that onto the lid. I do feel like it's not light enough. Yeah, I want it to be a bit lighter actually. Ah, wrong shade. Does that happen to you too? That you dig you dig your brush into the wrong shade sometimes? Yeah, this is a nice light color. So California Love from ColourPop, also a very old eyeshadow palette. I don't think they sell this one anymore. So I'm just gonna go over that with the same brush, and then I'm gonna take this light color right here. Or should I do this one? Oh, I should have done this one by itself, I think. Yeah, that's so much better. See how it's not that much lighter, but it's just a little lighter? How has your 2026 been? Mine has been all over the place. I am definitely going through it, but an event like this is what is keeping me going. I'm gonna go back to this one and just take a little bit of it, not too much. So yeah, life's been lifing, but I am really excited for opportunities like this to really focus on, you know, building relationships, but also getting to actually show people, show myself what I'm capable of. Like, I have all these ideas for content that I want to make, but at some point, and this is just, yeah, it's for me, if you're a content creator, you maybe could relate. At some point, just creating content inside your house gets so boring. Like, you kind of want like a different scenery. You want to, you know, like change up stuff, change up the vibe, change up the look of everything that's being filmed. And I feel like an event like this is exactly what I need. Even though I had one last month, I mean, like one piece of content a month is not enough, you know? That is it. I do need a dark shade, like a really nice dark brown. I could do a really nice dark brown, yes. I'm using a lot of different eyeshadow palettes, am I not? Sometimes that's just a vibe, and you have to use up your stuff, right? Because this is another one that's definitely expired. How long can I keep this one? Probably like 12 months as well. I've had this for, I want to say 7 years. I've had that one for a long time. I want an angled brush so that I can take a dark shade like this one. This one is called Cover Up, and this eyeshadow palette is called You're Golden from ColourPop. And then I'm just going to line my upper lash line and kind of blend it a little as well, because this way I still get that liner look, but not super like, you know, dark. I'm trying not to go too dark with it. Trying really hard. Okay, and I think I'm only really going to do this on the outer corner and I kind of blend it a little more inwards like this. Should you be closer? I feel like you should be closer. Let me get you a little closer. Okay, that's better. This is my first get ready with me, like official, full-on get ready with me like I used to do back in the day, since 2000, I want to say 20, if not 19. So bear with me, y'all. I need to I need to get back into the swing of things. So I'm gonna use the Lancome Idole Lash Flutter Extension mascara. I'm just gonna coat my lashes. Oh, I forgot to curl my lashes. Well, that's great. I just realized that I pulled you close for the wrong thing. It's like we're done with the eyes, so it's time for you to back up a little. So now onto complexion. I'm gonna take the Easy Blur again from Huda Beauty in Toffee. And because I like to try to avoid layering products too much, I actually apply this on the outer like perimeter of my face. And I like to take a brush like this one, like a flat one, and just blend this downwards. But you see how I'm not putting product under my eyes or here, where I am definitely going to do liquid blush and cream bronzer, right? Now, this is not necessary, and don't get me wrong, sometimes I do choose to do a bit more, you know, with the foundation and stuff and just put it all over. But for events, I personally just noticed that I like to just work in smaller sections. I feel like it makes my makeup look better. Not necessarily better on camera, because on camera then it ends up looking really light, but it looks really good in person. And yes, both are important, but just what I'm feeling for today. Also, you know what I can really learn and put more energy into? Color correcting. Like, I have all the right products to color correct. I just can't get my foundation on top of the color correcting to just look like my foundation and not look orange or pink. So that is something that I can definitely work on. Also kind of carve out the top of my brow. How long does it usually take you to get ready? I noticed for myself that when I feel anxious, I need to take extra time to get ready. For example, the event is at 6 o'clock at night and I'm already getting ready. Now we're gonna move on to concealer. Some people do their bronzer first and blush. I personally prefer to do it this way. I feel like it just looks better when I blend it out if I put my concealer on first and then my blush on top of that and my bronzer. Phases, girl, phases. Sometimes I do it differently. Now I'm in this phase where I do my concealer first. So I'm going to take the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. This is in Praline. I was watching one of my old Get Ready With Me's, and to see how much concealer I was putting on, that was definitely not necessary, is so insane. But also it was such a different era, wasn't it? Back in the day, how much makeup we used to put on. Sometimes I do like to drag it out a bit more. Just like down at least, so it could be right next to my nose. And then today I'm gonna blend it with my beauty blender. Sometimes I like to use this brush, the Sigma Soft Blend Concealer Brush. It's a really good one. I love that for concealer. But today we're just gonna do my beauty blender. We're going for a very skin-like base. I must say though, I feel like the look is still very pink and not as brown nude that I was going for. I think it would look really nice with the dress. Now for my contour, I'm gonna use this one. I actually don't have the top of this anymore. It broke and I don't even know what happened to it. But the product's still good. This is from Huda Beauty and it's their Light Tantour Contour and Bronzer Cream. I don't know if they sell this anymore, but it's really, really good. To have like more control over my bronzer placement, I'm actually going to... yeah, I'm gonna use this side. This is a Huda Beauty Conceal and Blend Face Brush. And already start to blend while patting it in so that it's not just one blob on my face, but really just blend this out. I think I'm in the mood for beauty blender today. But sometimes I also just use a brush. After this, I'm gonna do the contour on my nose. I just feel like it works best for me. And that's the thing with makeup, right? Like, you just have to figure out what works for you. And either you stick with it or you try out something new and you realize like, oh no, this does not work for me. So you try out your old thing and then you try out a new thing. You know, like, you just have to figure out what works for you. Then I'm going to use the other side of this same brush, flatten it out a little because I washed it yesterday, and then put it on my nose. But the reason why I do this is really for shadowing and not to make my nose slimmer. Back in the day, I literally used to do, I can't do it now, but I would put it like literally right here and create this tiny little bridge. No. I mean, it worked for its time, but no. So it's really just for shading and to bring back a bit of that dimension that we lost. And in my case, it also helps because I have scarring on my face from wearing my glasses. So double win. And then I like to use this brush. This is the Decipher brush. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a small one like this. And then I blend out my nose with that, my nose contour. The best way to actually put on the liquid concealer, the liquid blush, is to put this on the back of your hand and then tap it and then put it on your face. However, I don't really do that all the time. I should, but I don't. I'm just gonna put a little bit of the Huda Beauty Latte on my cheeks. I don't really do a dot, I kind of blend it out as you just saw. This is the Real Techniques brush, Expert Face brush. That's what it says. It's a really old one. And then just blend that onto the cheeks. Also, this is my favorite blush placement on my face. I know that some people prefer to put it only higher up. They like to bring it all the way up here, right next to their eyebrows. Just do the technique you prefer, girl. This is just my favorite for my cheeks. So now it's actually going to be really fun because I actually received the new press powder, which is also the whole reason why I'm going to the event in PR last week. And I haven't tried out the powder yet. So I'm gonna do it on camera for the first time. Ah, so excited. And I actually, you know, some people don't like the original. I have mine right here. This is the original, so it does have, how big is this thing? Oh, they're both 8.5 grams. So it's not like you get less product. It's just that the packaging is different. So this packaging is a lot more, you know, square and thicker. And then this packaging is very slim, which is very good for travel, which I like. Ooh, it comes like in a little box. I saw online that there's two different sides to it. So I'm gonna use the puff side with the Blondie pressed powder. Did I say Blondie? It's banana bread. I used to use Blondie. It's banana bread now. Ooh. I don't know if I'm applying too much now. But it actually does feel like a loose powder version. Like the Easy Bake loose powder version. And like a pressed powder. The only difference is that you're not applying too much, right? Like you're not putting on like a thick layer. This is kind of what it's like when you wipe it off. Does that make sense? Looks nice. Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, que pretty. Let's try Beauty Blender so that we can see what it would be like if I use it on a Beauty Blender instead of that sponge or puff. And we'll do it on my nose because we don't have that yet. Yeah, that looks so good. So if you're wondering, Beauty Blender also works. We'll do some powder, bronzer, Backward Benefit Hoola bronzer. Yeah, like that. And then for my blush, I'm gonna use the blush filter palette. This one is in Roseberry. And I'm gonna use the color Bronzeberry. This one right here. This is the Defining Cheek Brush from Huda Beauty. To finish off the eyes, I'm gonna take the dark brown color that we used earlier. And I'm gonna take a very small brush. And I'm gonna put that on the lower lash line. I'm taking the Lancome Lash Idole mascara again, just to do my lower lashes. And then, oh my gosh, that's it. yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm gonna do some setting spray. I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty one today. I've been using the Urban Decay setting spray and I really like that as well. I just don't like the way that it smells. This is also really good setting spray. But I don't know if you heard, but the big setting spray actually leaves droplets on your face, which is very sad because it's a really good, what's the word? Setting spray. So I'm gonna spray it and then fan to make sure that everything is properly dry. So I use medium Tantour. I know this might just be a little, you know, a little different, but you just need to know that every single product you can use wherever you want. If you want to use the blush filter on your lips, you can do that, you know. So that's why I'm doing that with my contour. I just need the perfect brush for that. You know, here you are. Don't mind the dirty brushes. I didn't wash all of my brushes. I take a little bit of medium and then I line my lips. I'm gonna use the jelly oil. You see how it's almost finished? I love this one. This is in the shade Juicy Peach. And I'm gonna put that on top. Just for the extra glow, but also to ensure that my lips are moisturized because it is winter time, you know. The gorgeous dress that I picked out for this occasion is from Ilitada on Shein. The dress code is Jazz Glam, beading, sequins, just absolutely my vibe. So let's put her on. Oh yeah, the password. I forgot. Yeah, it was easy bake. We made it inside the event. It is super packed. There's so much happening. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little overstimulated. However, I did meet up with one of my mutuals, which was a coincidence. Thank God, because imagine if I had to do this by myself with all these incredible influencers. I'm really excited to be here. I'm gonna get my picture taken in a little bit. And we already got a goodie bag, which is nice. I put my coat away. And there's a lot happening. And I'm excited to see and show and share with you everything. Hi! Just made it to the section where you can actually ding and press for a pressed powder. So they have all the options here of pressed powders that you can choose. Ding! I have no idea! So cute. Okay, wait, I'm gonna do the exact same thing right now. Or should I do another banana bread and then I can gift it? I decided that I'm gifting it. Okay. I think we should ding. Yes, thank you. Okay, we're about to take some pictures. I also don't have any idea what's happening, but everyone's taking pictures and catching up, which is so nice to see. I kind of don't know what to do myself. Really pretty, I like it. Yeah, it's echt mooi. We're doing a little extra walk around. There is a lot to do, as you can see. I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling to keep up with the different platforms. Having a very hard time with that. But I wanna give you the full look. Look, we even have a dancer. How gorgeous. She's performing just for y'all. Isn't that so cute? It's absolutely stunning. And there in the back, I think we will have dinner later, which I'm really excited about. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. Ik hoop het. Yay! So I just want an easy blur primer. Yeah, dankjewel. Oh my gosh, look how fun. I'm gonna do that in a minute. After dinner.
Beauty Lounge bij elkaar hebben gebracht. Dat is hartstikke knap.
Ik vind wel, dit is marketing, hè?
Food is coming. I don't know if you can see that, but we already ate some of the starters. Okay, that's the ravioli.
Zoals jullie kunnen zien we hebben hier zojuist ravioli geserveerd gekregen. Super kleine bord. Ik denk dat er maar een halve mensen hieruit kan eten. Hey, deze is lekker van jou. Geniet ervan, schat. Dit is content, hè?
We got some scratch cards as well, which is so fun. And then we have a coin. We also had our starters and the main is on the way. Oh, wat heb je gewonnen? Oh, er staat gewoon prijs op. Okay. Let me scratch mine, see what is on it. Hopefully I won something because the way that the thing was going earlier, no, I don't think I have anything. Wat betekent dit? Oh, so I won something. Oh, leuk. Okay. Er stond self-made, dus ik dacht, oh, misschien een beetje self-love of zo.
Heel leuk.
Oh, staan die foto's er al op?
Ja, waar?
Oh. So we have cherry peach swirl. They're all mocktails. And this one has in cherry, peach, and yuzu. Whatever yuzu is. I have no idea what yuzu is. But it tastes good, so. Another little update, we are taking pictures. They have professional photographers here and every single picture is already online for us to take, which is amazing. So I'm gonna get my pictures taken professionally and I'm really excited to see the pics because they look so good of everyone else. I hope they look just as good of me. Let's see. I think I'm gonna try that next. I feel like that's gonna be so much fun.